Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Fun Times with Sean Starwars, another Substack newsletter update. So, I'm trying this for the fourth time because I did it 2 times yesterday and 1 time this morning, and nothing has been working. So I'm just doing it straight up off my camera. Anyway, so if it looks a little different in here and if it sounds a little different, that's because I'm actually in the Woodcut Funhouse. Most of my videos I shoot, I'm at the home studio, and I'm here at the big studio today where I've been all week. And we've got a bunch of little things I want to cover real quick. First of all, I'm trying to get this space to feel more visually suitable, a little bit more stoking, because this is where I plan on doing a lot of work this summer. And as we're trying to move, and I think I told you all before, but I'll just remind you that my 15-year-old twins were just accepted into the New Orleans Center for Creative Arts, NOCA, and that's a really big deal for us. And so we're moving from Laurel, Mississippi to New Orleans, and consequently, we're having to shift things around. The house we're looking at in New Orleans, if we end up with that one, it does have an ample studio space for me, so I'm excited about that. But in the meantime, this is where I'm going to be. So as you can tell, I'm starting to get my skateboards up, and I'm getting more art on the walls and all that stuff in here. We've had this space in various degrees of usability for at least the last 5 years. Really, for the last 25 years, it's been sitting here on my wife's family's property, but now we're really using it. I got the big Charles brand press in here that I use when I'm over here, so that's good. Anyway, it's been a strange week, and every week is a different kind of strange week these days, right? So like as we speak, my daughter is flying back from London. Well, she's been doing a semester in Greece, but she's in the London airport right now. And she'll be here for about 12 days, which brings me to my next critical juncture, because then we're driving her out to USC so she can get set back up in her new apartment. She'll be a senior at USC. She's interning at NBC Legal all summer long. And anyway, so we're all driving out there, everybody but my oldest son, who'll be interning at the Louisiana Capitol in Baton Rouge. So it'll be all 6 of us driving out to LA, which is going to be a fun adventure. Probably the last one we'll all take together with that group, because I just don't see Sophie making a lot of cross-country trips with us anymore, right? And then, like I said, even the twins, they're getting, it just goes by so quick when you're living on planet Earth and when you have a family. And it can be depressing sometimes, really, thinking about, okay, well, where will I be in 20 years if I'm 55 now? Who wants to be? Who knows, man? That's tough. I hope I can still be around making woodcuts in 20 years. In the meantime, I'm making them just about every day, so at least that's good. But getting back to the trip, I'm really a little bit worried because we're going to be gone basically for 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. That's a lot of time to be away from the studio, not making new things and not being able to fulfill orders. And so one news flash is that we're having a 20% off sale, I guess, at Woodcut Funhouse. By the time you see this email, that'll be already operational. It might only be on t-shirts. I'm not sure yet, but t-shirts 20% off for sure. I know I don't want the skateboards for sale. I did just lower the price on all the skateboards, including the 2 brand new ones right there, the Meltdown and the Skate Creature. I got those in the shop yesterday. But all of my boards that I do are $85 now instead of $100. I just feel like that's a more appropriate price. And they're not as hard for me to do moving forward. I've got some good news with that. I'll basically be having new graphics available out of my archives of imagery almost probably on a weekly basis. So I'm really excited about that. The situation with my partnership with the skateboard company has opened up to allow for smaller runs. And so that's really cool on a quicker turnaround. So all of that's exciting news. So keep your eyes open for that. But the Meltdown and the Skate Creature are available right now if you want one. Anyway, I'm doing some more spray paint panels today. There's a couple left. Anybody that bought one when I was having my flash sale, there's about 6 left that are going out today out of you guys that bought them. The zines that everybody pre-ordered, those of you that did, those will be going out on Monday. So that's good news, but there are still plenty of my newest Carve Forever zine out, right? Which is 24 pages of straight up woodcuts printed on my press. It's not a risograph zine, and that's an edition of 100. Those are available on the website if you want to get one. But I'm really thinking about making a print, and I'm going to have a video update, if not an actual text update for the newsletter on Monday, in addition to this one, talking about my new limited edition print, because as you might have surmised, I'm trying to generate a little extra money, because you always spend money in California and you always spend money on a road trip, and we're going to be gone for 2 weeks. And so, you know, I have my normal expenses and then extra with this. So I really want to try to get out in front of that a little bit. So I think I'm going to I kind of have an idea of exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till Monday to show y'all that. But I am going to have a print specific for helping to fund this trip. And it's a part of a bigger trip that I'm funding to Rome, right? To Italy. Don't know if I'm going to the Vatican, but that should give you a little hint. And when I go there, I plan on having a hot dog in each hand, and that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, we're going to be doing a bunch of exciting stuff to try and get ready for the big trip to Rome, to Italy. But the other trip, the one out to Los Angeles, that's the one I got to worry about now. So sale on the website. There's going to be a few flash sales. Maybe even tomorrow. Keep posted on Instagram for that. I've got a bunch of prints that came back from a show. I might try and get rid of those at some like crazy prices. And then some more woodcut panels. I'm going to step away. Actually, I don't have to step away. I can take this with me, which is nice. I want to show you. I can't flip that doesn't flip the way I thought it would. So I want to show you that guy, which I might have posted about before, but this is the kind of stuff I'm doing with the stencils and spray paint and then printing over it lately. Here's, I'm tripping on stuff, but you may have seen that one already. I like that one with the blue stars. Just did this robot, which is going to be a new skateboard graphic any day now. I just did this one, which this is a good one to remind you. There we go. I don't know, man. I love the colors on this one. This is one of my favorite spray paint panels that I've done. Anyway, I have already posted about that brand new Monster Faces wooden panel print. I did not get it onto the website yesterday like I thought that I was going to. It's going to be on the website. It's going to be $400, but so even when the sale goes into effect, 20% off of that will make it $320. But you could get it right now if you wanted it. It's available. This one only is available via DM on Instagram for $250. No one's jumped on it yet, but if you want it, it's there. Just send me a message, and then you can PayPal me. Have you seen that big clown before? That's an oldie. What else? You know, I got these skulls up here, including that big one. I'm kind of stoked on some of that. I got another one in here. I could give you a little, wasn't really preparing, but there's some of my Mountain Dew bottle collection. There's one of my next big multicolor prints. I've only done the key block on the new version of Hot Dog Party, but that's gonna be pretty fun. Hopefully ready for, well, it won't, hopefully July 1st, not June, now that I think about it. But so in here, this is, you know, where this is a work table that's just kind of a catch-all for loose paper and everything right now. But this is, you know, the idea is also, well, I'll tell you about the whole idea. The idea is, you know, that this space is able to accommodate visitors for residencies or for workshops to come down here and do some work, and whatever else, including just come down and hang out and print with me for the day or whatever. But, you know, there is a guest room that's got some more skateboards on there and stuff. But there's a guest room in here. The only thing that needs work is the bathroom. We just have to get the bathroom finished up. The toilet and sink are working, but we don't have the shower installed yet. Hopefully that'll be done by August 1st. But then you're welcome to come on down and hang out and, you know, spend some time, make a print, whatever. We'll figure all that out. And then that leads me to my other, let me show you this real quick, since I don't post about this little setup of these Sheenas on a 3-foot by 4-foot panels. Really love those. You can come down and play some video games on my Ms. Pac-Man machine. We were having a fun little tournament last night with the kids. I've moved into second place, so that's good. Anyway, there's 48 games on there, 48 arcade games, and we're going through, and each person, you play one life, you get your score, and then we compete against that, and then we're going through all 48 games, and we're about halfway done, and I'm in second place. I was in last, so I know you care about that. Anyway, so the last thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to be talking about this a lot here, but then also on Instagram and TikTok, is I really want to get online courses up and running over here very soon. Like, that'll probably be a July 1st thing too, realistically. But I want you to be able to make a woodcut with me from wherever you are, you know, and we got to figure out what that's going to look like. So I welcome any feedback from you as to what your questions might be about that. You know, presumably not everybody that wants to make a woodcut has a press, so I would show you how to hand print something and, you know, your different alternatives. But basically, you know, I think it's something that I've wanted to do for a while and something that I should have already done. And I want to offer that to people that are interested in working with me and learning about the fun ways that I make woodcuts. So I welcome any feedback on that, but we'll be talking a lot more about that in the coming weeks. But like I said, I'm hoping July 1st is when we are able to flip the switch on that. Anyway, show you those Mark Gonzalez woodcut skateboards I made. I was commissioned to do. That was the start of my work with Vision, with Select. And that's really been what's allowed me to do the skateboards that I'm doing now in smaller runs. So anyway, whatever. Look, I'm going to go ahead and go. But before we sign off, you know, I always like to end with a little catchphrase at the end or whatever. And just remember that if you got all through this 14 plus minutes, this 15 minutes, and you hear the phrase, let me know in the comments. And I am going to pick a winner, and I have a little surprise I would mail out for one of those people, whoever you may be. So thank you. And the phrase that pays, as they say, is, we're going to end with this magic word. I want to show you berserk. Can you see? My brother sent me this little arcade machine. It works. Is it going to come on in time while I'm talking to you? Anyway, it's rad, but it's, I don't know, maybe, oh, the battery's on. It's on, it's coming on, but I'm going to go before it shows up. But anyway, Berserk is not my all-time favorite video game, but it is a fun classic, and I would like to end with Don't Go Berserk. Let me know what I said, and you might win a little fun woodcut surprise. All right, guys, see you next time. Berserk!